So I've just taken delivery of a Haichika laser level, which a lot of people have told me is an absolute godsend for getting greater consistency in throwing pots. It's just a standard laser level, costs 20 or so pounds on Amazon, and it's probably designed for more for buildings and putting up pictures and things, but it's great for pottery as well. Comes with a power control, a power cable, and a little magnetic bracket that you can fix it to and then clip it onto something metal around you. Fairly standard 2-dimension laser level. It's got a couple of switches. You switch it on and you can see that it's got a horizontal and vertical green line, which can be auto leveled, or you can put it into a second position on the switch. So this one here is doesn't auto level. You can put it on any direction. Not so good for pottery because you want it level, but you can use it for other stuff. And that position allows you to laser level, and it flashes every second or so to say that it's looking for laser level. Made a little metal bar, really simple little piece of metal that I found knocking around the workshop. Drilled a couple of holes in it, one hole in either end, and that's what I'm going to screw into the leg of the workbench to be able to connect the magnetic mount onto it. So the mount can just clip on like that, pretty sturdy, slides up and down, so you can position it for the height that you want a pot to be, and then the laser level just screws on the top on the little bracket like a photographic stand or tripod. Now, got to get the trusty heat gun out of the way, because now the laser level is going to get in the way. I have to find another place for that. So that's got to come out of the way, and going to mount the metal bar onto the leg of the workbench, as you can see there. So here we go, just put it in as high as I can get, so that I can get the most height possible out of the pot. It doesn't have to be as thick and strong a piece of metal as that. Any small thin piece of metal, or even the workbench has got a metal leg on it already, it will just clip onto it. But that will just clip on magnetically, and then you can adjust the height by sliding it up and down, or you can adjust the horizontal position. Now that gives me, if you can see on there, giving me about 25-26 centimeters. That, as being quite a beginner, that's probably enough for me for now. If I'm getting more expert, then I can always increase or work out a different way to fix it on to give me a bit more height, but seems to be enough for what I'm needing at the moment. So grabbed a bisque-fired pot just to test it out, to see how this works. And yeah, there you go. You just slide it up and down until you just kiss the top of the pot. If you were doing this, you'd set it either by measurement, if you know the height of the pot in advance, or you'd throw your first pot and then light it up and see whether set your position, so that when you come to run your next pot, it'll be in exactly the same position. So there you go. It's lined up against the back of the pot, and it's lined up against the top of the pot. So that is telling me exactly how tall and wide the pot is. Looks a lot easier than using a measure gauge with a little rubber tip on it, because you can knock it, or the tip can run into your pot if you're not so good at throwing exactly. But I was wondering, when I was looking at it, I was like, top of the pot makes sense, but I'm not quite sure whether I'm going to be able to see it on the back of the pot like that. So I was just having a bit of a play here to see whether it's better actually to position it in a different way. I think I might take a little bit of advice on how that works. But I'll carry on and throw a pot on the wheel, and let's see whether it does work.